Hi there, Z here. And I know you guys are probably here for a review, for some laughs and some entertainment, but apparently I've got something to say. Apparently I have something to say. So let me just go through it real quick with you here. In accordance to YouTube's newest updates and their terms of service, I would like to present to all of you my very first child-friendly review. Look at camera. I'm sure it will be enlightening to everyone here, as I will not be having any alcohol, cussing, or dirty jokes in this video. YouTube has shown me the way and informed me of my past indiscretions, and I will work to absolve them. I give you my very first advertiser on this channel, Cool Times for Cool Kids. Roll it, Johnny. Is it done? What a fucking load of horse shit. I just want to be king of YouTube. How hard is it to be king of YouTube? Let me ask you that. You fucking know how hard it is. You have no idea how much I put into this fucking channel. No, fuck kids. I don't care about fucking kids. Alright, if they want to watch my shit, let them watch my shit. But if they think that I'm just going to sit here and roll over while they just say, oh, you can't have any more alcohol, the fuck I can. What are they, my fucking therapists? They can't say what I can and cannot have. And let me tell you something else. If this bitch thinks that I'm going to just keel over and do whatever the fuck she says, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write a strongly worded letter. Better yet, I'm gonna do a petition, because petitions solve everything. They have always solved absolutely everything in life. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna do that. She has no idea what's coming to her. At least 13 people will sign that fucking petition. You have no idea. Right now, I just opened a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I'm ready, I guess. Go ahead and do it whenever you fucking want to. Boy, wasn't that something. Happy to have them and their fantastic product on my video. Anyways, Noita, an alpha asphalt review. Because that's what I'm doing on my channel from now on. It's not going to be the thing that I did before. It's going to be a new thing called Alpha Asphalt. Hope you enjoy. Now, I know me reviewing a roguelike game is kind of like the kill count of John Wayne Gacy. It's way too fucking much, but I can't help it. I love these games. What with their fast-paced, randomized, interesting gameplay, as well as the unique bosses and their attack patterns, and also not to mention the fact that you can blame your shit skills on the game trying to fuck you like your uncle did at the Christmas party. And long story short, you had to dig it out with a trowel. Everything about these type of games I have really enjoyed throughout my time, but this might be the first one I'm kinda lukewarm about. Noita, that sounds close enough. Noita is a game developed and published by Noella Games and is the only one they've ever made. It's about a wizard that shoots wands, kicks mining carts, and farts his way around a massive cave system to find the exit at the bottom to enter to the next level and one step further on his way to winning the game. Seems pretty simple, right? And as one would see, the graphics might remind you of that one game that you saw your dad play on the Commodore 64 when you were 10 years old, but the pixelated design accounted for, it's actually a really fluid and really good looking on its own. Sure, everything kind of looks like it has a bad case of third-degree burn, because most of the time it actually has, but what this roguelike game has going for it is what I haven't seen in a lot of the other ones. It's hard. I mean, it's like really fucking hard. And no, not like the Dead Cells type of hard where things are going so fast and you need the jittery ADHD reflexes of a Fortnite YouTuber, nor is it like the Enter the Gungeon hard where it's a bullet hell and you need to choreograph everything coming at you so you can dodge it all perfectly. If I had to put a stipulation to this game of the type of hard that I would imagine it would be like chaotic evil hard. Like, you know that chart that's brought up in every single online discussion ever to this day? This is 100% chaotic evil. Just the worst of the worst. But it's not completely unfair in the way. Let me break it down a little bit more for you. With most other rogue games, we have the difficulty typically coming from how good or bad the items you were given and how the basic enemies try to fuck you. Sure, there are some things like weird layouts to the level and boss battles, but for the most part, difficulty can be compacted within those two variables. In this game, you have good wands and you have bad wands, as well as the basic enemies like every other game. But the only difference is every fucking thing around you is trying to kill you. You don't need a boss battle because the boss battle is the entire level. Everything is collapsible. Everything is destructible. Everything around you can poison you, immolate you, turn you into a fucking flying sheep, and you can't descend into this level without someone or something gunning for your head. And I know it sounds pretty fun, and to be completely fair, it is really fun when you get the hang of the game. But the first few hours of playing this is simply, what does this do? If I kill this enemy, will he bleed blood or acid on me? What happens when I blow up the ceiling over this area? You will never understand the basics of this game until you die over and over and over and over and over again. But a little positive caveat to tack onto that depressing thought. The game has a really quick restart to it, so you don't waste a lot of time when you die to when you can start going into the cave again. So, you know, it's good. Just gotta give a little bit of positivity there. It's fine. And when you're trying to figure out the enemies and the surroundings and what's a good idea versus what's a bad idea, you also have to figure out the wand system, because not every single wand does damage. Actually, about a third of them actually do damage when you first pick them up. The rest of them do things like, I don't know, spawn rain clouds to wash the filth away from this cave, or launch bubbles that eat through a bunch of the terrain but don't really hurt the enemies, or they shoot bombs, which, I mean, it might have just been easier to slip some bombs into your magic bathrobe, but okay, whatever, it's magic, yay! And if you want to customize your wand a certain way so it can be either all attack or all utility, hey, you're totally able to do that, which, might I add, is a very cool idea. After you understand what the fuck every single one of these spells does.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I mean, holy hell, this game has more readable stats than a tabletop RPG board game, but it's still a really neat idea. I'm not going to try to put it down because it definitely is a neat idea. If there's a slot for you to put a spell into, go ahead and it will be attached and it'll work with all the other spells that are in there. Or you could just suck the spells out of one wand and put it into the other and leave the other one to rot. But even when you think you have the idea, you have a faint glimpse about what's going on after an hour or so of playing, you aren't even fucking close. Let's take this completely hypothetical situation that I just happened to record for my gameplay footage. Let's say you've gotten to the lower levels, so you think you understand everything. You've seen all the enemies, you understand the volatile environment, you've dabbled in wand customization, and you have a pretty badass one that does a ton of damage. So you run into an enemy that you've killed at least half of a concentration camp's worth, and you get so close to it so you don't miss it because it's really hard to shoot shit in this game when... action of explosions and bullshit that rivals both Hiroshima and Nagasaki occurs and you fucking die. All that work that you put into your character gone because you attached something to your wand and you have no idea what it was going to react when you killed this enemy. How fucking fair is that? And that's what I mean by chaotic evil that I mentioned before. I probably played this game for an hour or two when I found this nifty little nuclear fusion that I had no fucking idea you could even do, nor should I have the idea to. This game doesn't care that it doesn't tell you anything, and honestly, I don't see that as a criticism because, as most of you know, I love hard games where the developer tells you as little as possible. The reason I give this such a lukewarm reception is even for a guy like me who enjoys difficulty, who enjoys the pain and suffering that I get put through, and how I can respect the developer's choice to do so, to figure out everything right away with the immediate difficulty curve is almost overwhelming. It really is. I'm closing in to about 4 or 5 hours, and it's finally starting to get more fun the longer I play, but it literally did me no favors from when I first installed it to right now. The way you can burn, blow, bubble, and bomb your way to the bottom of the level to go to the next stage, the whole thing is so open. Like, it really leaves it up to you about how you want to do it. Overall, I like the game. I really do. For $18, it's worth my time, and I suggest it's worth anybody's time who doesn't have a problem with massive, massive difficulty spikes. For me, it just took time to get into the groove of this game. It was like pulling teeth from a chimpanzee with rabies, to be fair, but don't worry, guys. Me and the little guy are best friends now. I mean, he even fetches me some beer when I need one. And he better keep fucking doing that because he doesn't have any more teeth, so I'll start pulling fingernails next time. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed, and cheers.